Konnichiwa! All right, we have been studying for, I don't know, a few weeks now. So let's take this show on the road. It's field trip day. I know you can tell I'm excited. This is my favorite part. It's really important that you don't just speak your second language in your home. We're not ashamed of it, we're excited. And we want to share our passion with our children out in public so they know they are also not ashamed of what they're learning and that they're not the only people learning a second language. There's other people, and we can use it in different situations, reinforcing that vocabulary and also giving us something to study weekly. So, this week we got a story about the bakery. So, I'm extra excited because we're about to go eat. So, of course, we've been reading the story, and the story is really cool because it shows you how the bread is made different ways, and it has some active pages they can pull up and close, which of course they love doing. My kids are 4 and 2, so the more active you can make books, the better. Oh, side note, if you don't have books that do this on their own, I've seen a really good blog that had using a sticky note. You could put a sticky note over sections of books and the kids can't, you with me. I was like, what? Love it. Okay, so we can go to the bakery. When we go to the bakery, I'm going to take my book with me so I don't forget a phrase. If you don't want to take the book because your book is too big or anything like that, you can always bring your mini notebook. You know, I'm a fan of the mini notebook. You write your phrases in there and make sure you divide what page, whatever kind of marker you're using, so that you can just flip right to that page when you get there and you can ask questions and engage them about what they're choosing, how it was made, which one they like, different colors, different smells that they smell, what the workers are doing, what are the workers called. You know, there's so much vocabulary in one outing. So we want to utilize it to the best of our abilities. And I bring the book so that we're not getting caught up on words and panicking like, what was it? What was it? Nah, right here. Look, boo. We're going to sit in the bakery, and I almost said it in Japanese. It's a panya-san. So we're going to sit in the bakery, and we're going to read the story, and we're going to look at it. We're going to find these breads and talk about how they were made and everything. So the big question here is, このパンどうやって作るのかな? So how is that bread made? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk through and find out. And we're going to ask that exact question. Quote for quote, right there. When we get to every little section. Ah, Jason, 見て。このパンどうやって作るのかな? And that's how you become native sounding. Because, you know, they're like, oh, she sounds like a native. Girl, I read that. Fake it till you make it. Your kids don't know. So, so that's all that matters, you know? And then eventually one day you won't have to bring the book when you go to the bakery, and you will know to ask these questions and talk about the flavors and what you're looking at. But until that day, nobody is not judging you. You look like a great mom bringing books to the bakery. Speaking of, bakery, the zoo, those are really easy books to find. But you can also, I have this, I laminated it because my children are in tear mode. They will tear up anything. They call it in Japanese bitty bitty. They will bitty bitty, like rip it. All right, pray for me, y'all. Everything. Hide your paperwork because they in shred mode. Okay, so I laminated it so it could last longer. But this is a Japanese grocery store, and we put, you know, some vegetables, and we talk about the names of them, and we pretend we're the cashier and the customer, and we talk about money vocabulary, that's food words, that's like register, cashier vocabulary. There's just so many. And then we can practice this at home. We can play this game. We can talk about it. Oh, mama's going to go grocery shopping. And then that kind of makes it something to look forward to, because I personally hate going grocery shopping. So I can look up some phrases, and again, not to be a dead horse, but write them in your notebook, and that way you've marked it. This is the grocery store page. As you can see, this is mom, but I also have like a hospital page. I have a page for, you know what, I'm just gonna do a video about like what's in my notebook. Dun, 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 dun. This one is full, so I actually just got another one. It's cuter, right? And I've been working on with my little helper on filling this one in now too. Okay, so yes. So I'm excited. Take your kids out on intentional field trips. They're gonna love it. They get to eat a bread. And my last note that's really important, should have led with this, but let's remember that it's important to learn new vocabulary, new words, new phrases with all 5 senses. The more senses you can involve, the better. So what are our 5 senses? We're seeing, we're hearing, we're smelling, we're tasting, we're touching, right? So when you go to that bread shop, we can do all of that. We can hear them, the ovens, we can see the breads, we can smell it. That's a given. And we gonna taste it. We're gonna touch it. Some of them are soft, some breads are hard. We might can't touch all of them, but we can still talk about, we know, you know, that rye bread, that French bread, it's hard. Maybe you can buy some for dinner later, and that way they can touch it and see the differences in different kind of breads. And we were learning textures and 5 senses and make a whole lesson out of it. It's so much you can do. So if you need help, of course, comment below. I'm here for you. We could put these lessons together. Pinterest, ask for something, you know, senses lesson in there. Other than that, go explore the world in your second language. You already been somewhere, guess what? We're going again, because this time it's a whole new place when you're trying to remember and recall those vocabulary words, and it's really coming alive to you. Like, you're finding the empty spots, like, oh, I don't know the word for bumpy. What is bumpy? So you can pull out your app, thank goodness for smartphones, right? And you can look in your app real quick and like, oh, that's bumpy. Well, what's smooth? You know, because one word gonna lead to another. So follow that adventure. Follow the fun. All right, I can't wait to hear about where you and your children are going. Of course, let me know on my Facebook, my Instagram, or down below in the comments. I will always answer you. Promise. All right, see you next week. Jane. どうやって作るかな。わかんないからね。お母さんは。あげたわどれ。おいトトロ。あトトロ見て。中にチョコが入ってる。いやチョコクリームの中に。こっちあやのは食べちゃうよ。チョコレートのパン。美味しかった？美味しかったって。ありがとうございました。美味しい。おいしいや。ペンの中には何だ？ペンの中には何です？チョコレートです。チョコレートクリーム美味しそうだ。ママはクリームパンでも食べた。食べてみますか？食べてみますか？開けてもいいですか？ダメ。なんで？だから開けたら食べられちゃう。